The question we are having today is under variation. So from the first part of the question, you've seen that given y varies directly as x and inversely as the square of z or z, if y is equal to 4 when s is equal to 3 and z is equal to 1, find the values of y when s is equal to 3 and z is reading mathematics like this, you will not understand nothing. You will not understand zero, of course, zero, a very big zero. That is what you are going to have now. But how do you solve? In this video I will explain everything to you one by one, step by step, on how to go about it. Now, assuming this guy y here, we are calling the y a noodle, so let's say indomie, right? So the price of an indomie is what we are calling a y. You see, in mathematics, all that they do is that they use letters to represent something, right? Okay, and then the x here, what is it? What is the x? So the x or this one here being the price of what? An egg. And then let's say z here is going to be the carrot, right? So we are already preparing our noodles. If you are a noodles fan, let me hear from you. Just give me a thumbs up in the comment section. Let me see that you are a member. Okay, now if y varies directly as x, what does it mean for y to vary directly as x? There's a simple scenario here, so let me explain this. If the price of an indomie right today is, let's say, which amount, whichever currency you are watching, it can be a cedi, pounds, euro, whatever. So assuming that is at $10, and then the price of this egg here goes it also is what, let's say, go for $4. Now if the price of this egg goes up to, let's say, $8, 8, right? 8, let's say 8, and then this one automatically has to shoot up. Are you getting the point? So it has to shoot up, like, let's say $40. Is that okay? That is a very simple scenario. So that is a direct relationship between this indomie and the egg. So if you bring this one down to y and then bring this one down to s, are you following? By the way, if you're new to this channel, why don't you subscribe to the channel if you want to have more lessons like this, right? Okay, now let's replace those by y and the x here. Is that okay? Now this is going on. If it there goes up, then there's a something that is causing this guy to go up, right? There's a something, there's a multiples of something, there's an increase or decrease somewhere. So let's call that a variable k. That is all about mathematics. Mathematics use letters and then numbers to represent things. You can only have that on this channel, so don't hesitate to comment in the comment section if you want more videos like this, right? So there's a k here, there's a some number that's made this guy goes up, and so on and so forth. So let's call that one k. So obviously here you can see that our k here is going to be equal to how many times? That should be 4, right? So what is making this indomie goes up to from $10 to $40 is $4 here, for the multiples of 10, for multiples of 10. That is what is making that guy goes up. That is where this guy comes in, the key. So now how do you write that? So back to this sentence or statement, say y varies directly as x. So as x here, so this is what you use. So if you guys use a different symbol, we are just using this symbol as a variation symbol, right? Variation symbol as what? As x, and what? Inversely. So that's all the question is saying. So and inversely means what? This guy is going to in the opposite direction. So you see, in the first part of this video here, if this one goes up, this one is also going up, right? That is the, if this one goes up, this one is also going up. Is that okay? Now the inverse way is the opposite direction, the other way around. So if this one goes up, this one is coming down. I don't know which kind of product is that. So if you have any product that if the price goes down, maybe that demand, that is in the economy. So let's understand the concept here. I get to the point. So that's the meaning of the inverse. So mathematically, the way you write the inverse of something is 1 over that thing, right? So over what thing we have this as inversely as though the square of z. So the square of z, this is the z square, right? So that is what we say in mathematics, the inverse of something. Is that okay? So this is just a symbol to show that the thing is going in opposite direction. You remember, if you are going straight forward, you just go straight forward like this. But if you are going in inverse way, this is how it goes. So something, it goes like this, multiply by that z square, right? I believe this makes a little bit sense here. So here we have a y varies as you see, these guys will multiply. So the top to the top, that we have x on what? Z squared. Very, very simple. You see how simple mathematics is if you understand the concept, right? If you understand the concept, it becomes very, very easy for you to solve anything. Okay, now since this guy is not it's not solvable. So what I mean by the solvable here, this is not an equation, something that we know how to solve. So we have to change this symbol here to an equal to sign. So that is something that we know how to solve, right? So this guy here, we cannot solve that. It has no definition, but we know the definitions of an equal to sign. So let's bring in that equal to sign. Before we bring in the equal to sign, we cannot just jump and bring in the equal to sign. What happens before the equal to sign comes in? So here we have a y to be, okay, let me change this pen to be equal to, so this guy is changing to be equal to what happens based on this guy here? Are you getting the point? What happens based on before this guy tends to be equal to the indomie tends to be equal to something? It's based on this guy, because this is the guy that is changing the thing up and down, right? Either it goes up or it comes up. So the k here is what we are calling what? Our constant. That's the name behind that. So I've already explained the meaning of the constant. Then you bring on your thing, your whatever you expression or equation you are having. Let me cross this one. Is that okay? So now this is what we have. Once you have this thing, you are done. Almost 80% of your problem is solved. So understanding the concept is very, very important, right? Understanding the language of mathematics is very, very important. So if you want to learn more of what the languages in mathematics, why don't you subscribe once again, and then make sure that you share the video to your friends who are also in the same level, or senior high school or secondary school, whatever you want to call it, or maybe you want to participate in GSE or whatever, right? Okay, now let's proceed. Once you have we are free to go. So what has happened? The next part of the, if the indomie here is equal to $4, £4, €4, for whatever the current, let me know the currency that you guys are enjoying. And then when the price of this egg here was $3, right? And that of the carrot was just what? $1. Is that okay? Is that okay? That is what they are saying here. So let's just substitute these numbers into what we have here. By substituting this thing into we have the price of the indomie was to be $4. We are just replacing. We have the $4. What happens? We don't know this guy that caused the price of the egg and the carrot to change. We don't know that here. By the way, once again, we also don't know that from this equation or this question here, right? Okay, now what do you know? Do you know this guy? This is our carrot here. They say when the carrot was 3, is that okay? $3. And then what is the price of, is that a carrot? Sorry, that is the egg here. X stands for the egg from my question. So, and then the carrot rather tends to be what? Just $1. So $1 here. Is that okay? $1 square. Is that okay? This square here is coming from this guy here. Like, if you don't understand anything, just don't hesitate to comment in the comment section. So here we can easily solve this guy here. We have 4. It's equal to k. So here the numbers always comes to the front, right? So 3k, and then divided by 1 square is just 1. Or so you have our 4 is equal to 3k. 3k, because this guy divided by this is still 3k. So what will be the values of the k? Okay, if you don't know, so here you divide this one by 3 and then divide here by 3. We are multiplying because we want this 3 to vanish. So we are dividing, sorry. So the 3 is multiplying here. If you want the 3 to vanish, we want the inverse of the 3, the opposite directions of the 3. If you are multiplying, then you have to go away by what? The opposite way. So that's why we divide here by 3 and then divide here by 3. So we have 4 on 3 is equal to k. What I normally see students, they always force themselves to have this letter at the right or the left hand side here. You see, the meaning of this guy here says that irrespective of wherever you are standing, you are still the same, because they say equal to, they are the same, equal to sign. So don't do that, right? So here, once you are done, you can write your k here to be equal to 4 on 3. Does it make sense after solving everything like this? But not here and then not here as well. Is that okay? All right, so we have this guy. This is what is causing the prices of the indomie, the carrot, and then the eggs there to go up and down, right? Okay, now the second part of the question says that find y. So it means that we want to find the price of the indomie here when the carrot was 3 or goes to $3, and then this guy just tends to be what, $2. Does it make sense? How do you do that? So I guess I should leave this part for you to solve. Oh, what do you think? You see, you can only learn mathematics if you participate, right? So one of the simple quotes that I normally work is nobody knows how to do something by reading or watching somebody. You have to participate, right? You can never learn how to ride bicycle if you have been watching somebody riding the bicycle, you read it from the book. You have to get onto the bicycle and then write it by yourself, right? By trying lucky. So you try, you fall down, you rise, you keep on trying and never give up. That is all about mathematics. Is that okay? Now, perfect. Okay, by the way, let me solve it. This is very easy for you. So once we have this guy to be 4 on 3 here, we are just going to replace this guy from here. Is that okay? And then what are we doing? We are looking for the price of the indomie. So this guy is what we are looking for. We have this guy already, and then we are giving this the price of the egg, and then as well as this one to be 2. Plug it into this equation here, and then give me your answer in the comment section below. I'll be waiting for that. We love you.